Open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cut, 120. 45. Hey, let's get that
home. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 30 on second down, Goff. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 17-yard line.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you. Check. 51, sub. Space.
To throw again, Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Third and 2, now Ryan. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now Goff. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we got the system to shut you down.
Here we go.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Able to find Waller. That's complete. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Jacobs, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. Goff, flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
White 25. 44. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, it's ready to go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You got three down, 3 down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
54, south. Smooth.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? Gone. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Motion, motion. Joker, 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 joker. Switch, switch, switch.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, check. Watch the twist. Check. Hey, South. He's checking. Crash. Check. Crash. Got it.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
43 is the mic, boys. 43.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw is gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th fourth down try. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36, 51. Hey, check.
They go play action now. Ryan lets it fly for Treadwell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's Britton Colquitt. And look at this. It's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
180. Yo.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Goff now looks to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 2nd down and 4. Goff. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Goff now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Keep playing.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
43 is the mic. Hey, wahoo!
From the 27, Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on second down. Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 25 on second down, Ryan. Carl Nassib, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Shoot! Wait!
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 47-yard line.
Ryan wants to throw it. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at him go. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Falcons, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2.